Hello, Internet. Hello, world. Hello, DevCycle Online. All you people who are out there, and welcome to a very small Parth and Andrew here on DevTools and DevCools, your favorite stream on the internet. Parth, how's it going today?
It's going well. Decent weather outside, but otherwise it's going all right. No complaints from my end. How about you?
It was looking very rainy when I was coming in this morning, so I have a suspicion that the rain is coming. Look at that. Ooh, now we went from the smallest we've ever been to the biggest that we've ever been on this stream. Nice. I love it.
I see some clouds, so that's
Oh no! What are you talking about? Why clouds? Why clouds? What do you do in nature? This is not what we want. Parth, I'm excited that we're back. It was an extra week. It was an extra week this time around.
Yeah. It was an extra week this time around. It's okay though, right? We're back.
I think so. We're back. We're here. We're doing some cool stuff, and we waited for a couple of very important reasons. I need to change this title.
Oh, also, I know why it was an extra week, because we had a week with 2 streams, so
we
were both on the screen.
It was, so and there was a very, very cool thing that we were waiting to release before we did this stream as well. Yes. And we're going to talk about it today for anybody who's watching. Parth, if people have not been to this stream before, this awesome DevCools and DevTools stream, what have they walked into? What is this stream all about?
It is all about decoding the hype from the actual usefulness, right? So it's like finding cool things we can use that we usually don't get to just tinker with. So I think that's what we're here for. Testing things out, just seeing how things go, checking if things are actually useful or if they're just random hype around it. So that's TLDR of the stream. But I think every month we try to take on something new, just like trying to find new things to do, or whatever is interesting out there. So
perfect. And this stream got toned down a little bit because originally this was going to be a super migration stream where we were going to, I came to Parth. So chat, if you're watching right now, I came to Parth with a completely unreasonable ask. I said, I want to migrate Postgres databases using feature flags. And then I want to migrate feature flag providers. And we need to do it in a way that it would be like a long-lived feature flag, that it would make sense to migrate to a new vendor. And Parth looks like it's not possible, Andrew. And I pushed and pushed, but alas, it did not occur. And so here we are today with an arguably better stream because you said no. I think that this is going to be cool because we're exploring some cool technologies. Today, we're going to be looking at, and actually, let me get up my, oh, I don't want that one. Hold on. Back to this one, and then I'm going to screen share. I'm going to screen share just my notes page for right now. There we go. So we're going to be looking at some cool technologies today. We're going to be looking at so we're going to look at React. I mean, this is not a new technology for any of you out in the world. We're not looking at a new fun React stack. We're literally just going to be playing around with some vanilla React, maybe Next.js, but like we're keeping it pretty standard. But within that React.js, we are going to be playing around with Tanstack Query. And if you don't know what that is, we're going to look at it. Don't worry. Oh, I lost Parth. We're also going to be looking at something called SWR. Let me get Parth back on. Where'd you go, Parth? There you are. Hey, Parth.
Sorry, I pressed the wrong button.
Nah, you're all good. We're going to be looking at SWR. We're then going to be looking at OpenFeature's environment provider, ENV provider. And so this is different than FlagD. So like we've looked at FlagD before, but we've not necessarily looked at the ENV provider, which arguably I think is a better starting point than FlagD, potentially. Depending on the language that you're using, even though we say like move beyond environment variables. And then we're also going to be looking at, which hopefully will actually work in this context. We're going to be looking at the multi-provider is it a hook? I'm just going to call it the multi-provider. So the OpenFeature multi-provider, this is kind of the DevCools. This is the dev news of the week. This just got released. Our team worked on this a lot. Adam and Emma, if you're out there, we're about to test your work, your documentation. We're going to give you lots of critiques. Don't worry. So we're going to be looking at this today. And so the idea here is that we are going to migrate a React project from using Tanstack to SWR for queries.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to migrate using feature flags. Hold on. Let me say this. Using feature flags. And then we're going to migrate the feature flag provider from env to DevCycle. So that is why this is a migration super stream, is because these are our two goals. Our two goals are, first, to migrate something within a project using feature flags. And then we're going to migrate the actual feature flag provider. So we're going to try and do some things. The other thing that we are migrating today is who is coding, because the talented person that actually knows what the hell they're doing, which is not Andrew.
No, which is Andrew.
Which is it? There you go. Sure. Thank
Andrew.
you, Parth. That's right. You get that. I'll give you the tip. So I'm going to code today. Parth is going to navigate, probably for the best, actually, because I don't really contribute much to the navigation play, but I contribute a lot to the beautiful faces on camera play.
Yes.
Thank you, Parth. Thank you. That's what we're here for, the love. So chat, if you're here, show us some love as well. We'd love to chat with you. We don't want this to just be the Parth and Andrew show, although it is awesome that it is the Parth and Andrew show, but we want it to be the Parth and Andrew show. So come on, give us your thoughts. If you've got a React project that you'd like us to add this stuff to, or if you're working in Tanstack and you want to move to SWR and we can actually like make this a meaningful part of your project and do the work for you, we're here for it. We're here to help you do your job successfully and stream it live. So where should we start, Parth? I guess I need to get my screen share stuff set up, hey?
Yes.
All right.
Are we using our favorite code editor?
Are we going to use Zed today? I feel it's a theme now, so I feel like we must use Zed. All right, let me get Zed open. Just so you know, if you've never seen this stream before, and you have no idea what's going on, and you're not a programmer, and you're like, is this really a stream for me? Yes, it is. Also, love the hat. There it is. That's it. That's why we do this stream. So, Parth, are you a hockey fan?
I am not a hockey fan.
But were you a hockey fan for the past little while?
A hockey fan.
So you didn't, even with a Canadian team potentially winning that Stanley Cup, you didn't get there?
I did not get there. I kept up with the scores. I'll say that. Like, there's one time I was driving, and then on the 401, there was a billboard that set the score. So I'm like, oh, it's 3-1, nice. They're making a comeback, and I'm like, nice. And they did. As in, like, the game score at that time was 3-1, so I'm like, oh, nice. They could possibly win.
But if you're watching this, internet, they did not win. They did not make it. Yeah. If you could travel back in time, you could tell people to not put all their hopes, all their things in that basket. All right, let's share this though. This is we've gotten off track.
Andrew, were you a fan? Were you watching?
No, I'm not a fan. I do not have the hockey vibe about me. I do not have the hockey vibe, which is a true but sad thing to admit. All right, so I'm going to hide that. Did I close OBS? Where are you hiding OBS? I must have closed OBS. Y'all are going to get to see some behind the scenes magic now.
Ooh.
Let me cancel this. Start virtual camera. Going to get rid of that. And then I'm going to stop screen share. I guess I got to stop and then start again. Present extra camera. And then my extra camera is going to be my OBS virtual camera. And then I'm going to present my share screen, which is going to be this screen. And then we're going to share this. And then we're going to switch to this view. Ho, ho, ho! We did it, everybody. We're here. Look at us. It's like we use technology too much. All right, let's get that full screen. Ooh. Are we hiding anything? Are we hiding anything important right now? I don't think so. But I'm gonna change the line stuff on this so people can see. Maybe I'll zoom this out a little bit. View. I think it's Control Shift. What is it for zoom out in notes? View. Zoom out. Control Shift, comma. There we go. All right, let's one more up.
We can keep that and then just put the from env to dev cycle in the next line or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think that's a good call. Oh, I did a bad thing. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. So I knew I was having a lot of streams today. And so I've been buying lunch a lot. But today, this is like an unrelated to this fact. I bought lunch today. Do you know what I bought, Parth? I bought pizza pockets. Ooh. And I don't think I've had pizza pockets in about a decade. So I don't know whether this is going to be a good day for me or a bad day. But
it's always a good day when there's pizza pockets.
Always a good day with pizza pockets. All right. I think most of that's on. Hold on. I can fix this. I know what I need to do here. Let me just pull this down a little bit. Oh, I know what I need to do, actually. I need to go into OBS. There are so many things happening on my device right now. I'm going to go into OBS. I'm going to make that a little bit smaller.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Do we got it? Oh, agenda. Let's make it a little bit. Oh, beautiful. Save. Nice. Let's see how that did it. Oh, look at us. Look at us using technology smartly. Okay.
It went a little smaller.
It went smaller, Andrew. What are you doing?
I don't think you did anything, but it was like
I don't think you did anything. All right. You don't actually. Nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to know that that's the agenda for today. I think this might do it. That's better.
Let's see.
Is that better? Hold on. Is that better?
Yeah, it is better.
It's better. All right. Yeah. So this is what we're doing today. So people will be here. They'll know. All right. Let's close this down. Let's get that open again. All right. And I got to open a terminal here. And the real thing here is I should know how to open a terminal in here without having to click on things. But that's not going to happen today. But maybe we're not even at the terminal place yet. Maybe we need to actually, yes, we are, because we know what we're doing. We know what the first thing we need is. So are we going to do a Next.js app, or are we just going to do npx create React app? Like, do we want to go simple? Like, I feel like Next adds a whole other layer of
complexity.
Let's do npx create React app.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. ls. Ooh, where did I just install this?
in your home directory.
That's fine, but like, where
it's
did it
there?
actually...
I see it.
Where?
If right there. Wait, never mind.
I'm not seeing it anywhere. Hold on, where did this go? Oh, maybe I need to specify. Oh, I see. All right, so let's go. I'm fine with creating it in here, but let's go create React app, and we'll just call this DevTools DevTools. I'm just gonna call it DCT. All right, perfect. Installing. I might need to make myself.
You need to share the window with me.
Share the window with you. What do you think this is? All right, let's share the window with. I'm gonna move myself for a second, just so people can see what I'm doing here, because I realize that in this view, let me move myself up to the upper left-hand corner, update layout, because people aren't seeing all the awesomeness that's happened here. So we're installing all this stuff, and now I'm going to go down here, and I guess I need to open this. So CD.
The update is so quick. The click to restart and update Z is actually really quick.
Is it?
Yeah.
DCDT.
And then you can do Z dot, and then it'll just open like a new window of Z.
Oh yeah, there it is. Hold on. All right, let me close this one then. It opened it on another screen for me. So I don't want to quit this. Oh, I hate full screen stuff. How do I escape view, exit full screen? All right, let's close this, drag this over. All right, here we go. We're back. And now let's share this with a Parth, test Parth Z. No, not there. Not this one. How do we share Parth? What do I need to do? Oh, is it here? Is it here?
I think we get in the channel.
Yeah, it's collab and then test Parth.
Mute myself.
Yes. Oh no! Now I'm in your Docusaurus demo, so I think I need to share one. I think I need.
Yeah,
to
you need to do that.
Channel. Okay, how do I do it?
I left the call, or did you? I'll join the channel now.
I have no idea what has happened. Oh, now I need to unmute. Y'all are enjoying the so this is the one thing about Zed is it's a great tool, but the collab stuff takes a minute, and if you're not dealing with it all the time, I feel like that's also part of it.
At the top of the thing, do you see where the mute button is? Do you see share?
Do I see? Oh, yes, I do. But wait, what am I sharing? I'm not sharing anything right now.
It will share me the project window, whatever window you're in.
All right, let's see if this works.
Oh, open.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Are you in?
Yes, I am in.
But there's nothing actually here.
In where?
StreamYard has lost connection to LinkedIn account. I don't care about that. Okay, DCDT. I'm not actually seeing any.
Go back to the file directory from the bottom.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. All right, and let's go into.
Let me.
Go into app.css and make sure that you can share it like that. Just try and edit something.
Sounds good. Wait, this is app.css. Or I'll go to app.js and just right.
You're like, I will not sully myself to. Yeah, okay, so that's working now. Okay, perfect. Okay, amazing. Let's get another terminal open here, and we're gonna do npm start. Awesome. Starting development server. Zed wants to control Google Chrome. All right, Zed. And I'm going to drag you over here. Awesome. All right, so we have our React app. Congratulations, stream over. We're done. We did it. Congratulations, everybody. All right, so we have this. Our collab is working. What is next? Oh, Tanstack Query. Isn't Tanstack Query what's built in? Isn't that what we figured?
Tanstack Query is frequently known as React Query. Yes, that's it.
All right, so
you still need to
install it. Query. All right, I'm gonna pull myself back down to the bottom left. Yeah. Save. Update layout. Okay, here we go. Tanstack Query. All right, Tanstack Query.
Before we query, I have a question. What are we going to query?
What are we going to... Oh, we were going to do a fun API. We were going to do a meme API. I don't know. Maybe we should start something more simple, I know there's a quote API that's really good that I've used for other stuff before. Does this one work, or do you need API ninjas? You always need an API key, which I don't love. Random quotes API. Run in Postman. Can you actually do this one? I'm going to see if this returns anything. Okay, so that's fine. Rate limit, get random quote. Okay, let's try this. /random. Okay, that works.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're just running it. They must be in GitHub Pages or something like that. Okay, so do you want to do this? Does this work for you?
Are they running the API server on the GitHub Pages, or is it just linked?
Yeah, it could be a redirect.
Yeah. They might just have a link. Okay.
You can though. I have an API that I run. I have a little pseudo API that I run off of a GitHub page. Okay, so it's not technically a GitHub page. I'm actually technically... Okay, hold on. Let me show you this. I'll show you. I'll show you so that you can see what I'm talking about. So I had this application that I built that I needed to add standards and stuff too. So basically I have... And this is not well structured, so ignore this. But basically I have this frameworks, JSON object where I'm like
Mhm.
feeding in a bunch of like information about different like assessment frameworks.
Yeah.
And then when I query this, I like query frameworks, and then I'm looking for Bloom's taxonomy. But I'm literally querying GitHub to do this. So,
But are you just querying the .json file?
I'm just querying the .json file. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, so it is not.
So you're using it as a
API.
CDN is what you're
Exactly.
Nice.
But that's not a smart way to use this. All right, let's go back to quotable stuff. So here we go.
That's pretty smart. That's a nice way of using it.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so.
So what's cool is that in the actual application that I have, hold on, I'm gonna show off some fun stuff that I built for personal projects now. So inside of this personal project, dev cycle H. Oh no, it's my own personal stuff. So in this project, where are you hiding? Where are you hiding, repository? Okay, so I have an environment variable that I set as this app standard. So I'm literally just like query. Actually, so I do have this set up as a page. I bet you if I go to this, it's gonna give.
Okay, and then if you just do / like was it standard
frameworks.json. Yeah. So it just gives it as a JSON. Yeah. So it is actually in GitHub Pages.
This is perfect. This is like I think the best way of using CDNs.
Yeah, and then when I query this, do a search for app standards because I don't know what the actual config that I named. So like I'm basically doing, what I should be doing here is caching this because it doesn't really change, but basically every time like I'm doing a call to this, and then looking through to find specific teams. Anyways, so yeah, really, really basic CDN.
So you're telling me that you need something that can fetch and cache your queries.
So here's my problem. So I use a service which I love. I love. I use this service for my managed PHP hosting stuff. Love it. It's spectacular. They're basically a middleman between you and AWS. So you never go over your AWS like stuff, like you never go over your monthly fee. But I got in before they added Redis to this. And so in order for them to enable Redis, they would need to take down the application, which means that the users would lose access to it for an unknown period of time. And I'm not willing to do static file. Like you can do file-based caching with the Laravel framework, but I don't know. I feel like if I'm going to do caching, I'd rather do caching in like a much more performant system like Redis. But
I was just saying that you need a query, you need a framework that can query and cache your responses.
It can.
What better place than using Tanstack Query?
Oh yeah, but Tanstack Query would not work in my awesome PHP application. But yes, 100%. Is that what Tanstack does? Does it actually cache it?
Then look at the first or second line.
Oh, let's go. Okay, now I get it. You had a very solid segue there.
Yes.
And then I lost it.
Okay.
Yes, so this is it. So this is a thing. If you're out there watching this stream, so like having a query is not the hard part. Like being able to do that quickly and like that caching piece is actually like, it is. It's like a challenging piece. Like you really generally need a framework to do it.
It says, I think like right there, it says possibly the hardest thing to do in programming.
Yeah, I believe it. That's why I'm not doing it, because it's just like actually to set up caching in my application, I would need to completely rebuild like all of my queries that I have in the system, because like right now they're all set to read directly from the database. And like if I'm going to start to use caching in one place, I want to use in lots of places, then figuring out where to use caching and ensuring that they're right. Anyways, lots of caching things. So Tanstack is a great way to do that. But do we want to start with Tanstack or do we want to start with SWR?
We can start with SWR.
Let's do SWR. And so if you're out there, so SWR and Tanstack are kind of the two query mechanisms that exist in the world right now for React apps. And so SWR is being led by Vercel.
Yeah.
Vercel, how do you pronounce it? I don't even know.
I say Vercel, but
Vercel.
I don't know if that's the right way.
Let's say it's Vercel today. And so they have kind of been pioneering this, and then Tanstack Query has kind of become the de facto standard. I wonder what the like Tanstack Query versus SWR. I want to see what like some of the reasons. Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
So React Query. So React Query is Tanstack Query, by the way. Let me zoom this in. So they're both React. Their comparison, none. Both have promise REST and GraphQL query syntax. Both support React. React Query is hierarchical key value, and SWR is unique key value. Now I'm curious what that actually means in practice. JSON, deep compare keys, deep comparison structural sharing, full structural sharing, identity equals, bundle size. I mean, SWR is way smaller.
Yeah.
But like they have mostly bidirectional infinite queries. So that's a benefit you get with Tanstack. Selectors, auto garbage collection, query cancellation, partial query matching, state time configuration, pre-usage query. Yeah, so you do get a lot of extra stuff. So I do feel like it makes sense to start with SWR, because then maybe the actual reason you would be doing this migration would be to access some of these features that you just don't get in SWR.
Yeah, I think SWR is also like the lightweight thing that you would want to just use, right? Just like get it working state.
Cool. All right. With SWR, stream data constantly and automatically, UI was fast react. Okay, so let's get started. Let's install this with npm. Let's jump back over into our Z editor. I'm gonna need a new terminal. All right, and let's run this. Oh, I feel like there was a big error there. Unsupported engine. Ooh. Oh, it's because I'm using the wrong version of Node. NVM use 18. All right, let's try this again. If you're not using NVM, by the way, people, what are you doing with your lives? Use NVM. It's going to change your life. Did that do it? Yes.
I would like to say something to you, Andrew.
What?
Because I see you using the default ZSH terminal. You need Oh My ZSH.
Oh My Z. What is Oh My ZSH?
It makes life a lot easier, I'm telling you.
What is Oh My ZSH? Hold on. Oh My ZSH.
Yep.
A delightful.
It gives you like color coding stuff. It'll tell you like what Git branch you're using. It has a lot of themes. Also does like auto completion.
All right.
So you don't have to write the whole thing again.
We're going to do this. We're going to install. I'm just going to use this. I'm going to go back to Z. I will install this in Z so you can all see the chaos that will occur in real time.
There's no chaos.
Oh, that was smooth. All right.
Look at that.
Look at that. I like smooth things. Okay, so we're good, but my actual npm command did not work. So that install that I was trying to do, it did not work, and I don't know why. So let's go back over here. I still might be using, or maybe it's because I need to refresh my term. Hold on, where are you, Z?
Oh, now it's refresh terminal because you just installed ZSH.
Oh, that's true. No, it's still doing this. What's it saying? Unsupported testing DOM required 18. No, I need to open a new one because it's still even though, hold on, nvm node/v. It still thinks it's 16. nvm use 18. Now using node 18, node-v. Okay, try now. Okay, good. We're in. Perfect. And now we need to get rid of that. We're going to keep that, get rid of that, keep that. Okay, for normal RESTful APIs with JSON data, create a fetcher function Okay, so what we're gonna do is first we're gonna use this import. I'm just gonna grab all of this stuff. Do I need to create this fetcher thing first?
Yes, you need to create the fetcher, which you pass it into use SWR hook.
Use fetcher. Where is it actually being called in here?
It's
though?
being
right there.
passed into there. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's grab all of this.
Fetcher is just like a wraparound fetch, as they said. Yeah, so it's not a big.
Okay, so let's just drop some code in here, and then let's go back over here. Oh my god. And then grab this, make it reusable. I don't care about any of that stuff yet. Okay, back to Z, SH. Let's see what we've got here. All right, so where are we going to start here, Parth? What am I actually going to do in here? I need to move this import statement.
I would say let's start by creating a new file and then putting all the stuff.
Oh, we want to put all this stuff in the new file? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's call this SWR.js. And let's go back over here and we're going to grab all of this stuff. Awesome. Okay, so we've got it in here. Perfect. Now, we're probably going to need to import something later, but we'll worry about that.
Now you can do the, like first we need to make sure the API is going to the right place. So we need to put our...
Yep. You're going to need to update this, use SWR.
Yeah. And then the function that they are using, the make it reusable one, I think that's a good way of kind of adding it to our stuff. So like just saying function, and then we will call it use quote because that's what we're doing, right?
Yeah, where's our make reusable? Make it reusable. This one?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's grab that and let's go back over here. Function use user, return, yes.
Okay, so we're gonna probably get rid of the profile.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get that. Okay, so let me go over and get my API again that we were calling. Where was that API that we were calling?
Closed it.
Random quote API. This quotable one,
and
then it was random. Where is it? Quotable API / random. Okay, 6.
That's what we're using. Perfect.
So let's go back over to Z. We're going to throw that in here. I'm just going to actually put this up here as a comment. Okay, that we can use for stuff later. And
actually, yeah, that's all right. I was going to say we can copy the link, but it's okay.
What do you mean? No, that's what I'm doing. You want this?
Oh, no. I was going to copy the response that we got as like just...
Oh, just so we can see. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's do that. Let's grab it. So let's grab our random, just so we can see our response / random. And let's copy this. Let's pretty print and copy it. Grab this and jump back over to Z. And let's put that at the top here too, so we can see what we need to do. All right, and comment out. All right. So here is our structure. So really all that we care about at this point for our query is we literally just want to return the content. So we've got our fetcher, we've got our use SWR, we've got get quote.
Or use quote.
Use quote?
Yeah, because it's a hook, you want to start with a use.
Oh, look at you teaching me software engineering. Do we want to feed in an ID? I don't think we need to at this point.
Let's call it use random quote.
Use random quote. Okay, and we got that there. Perfect. And then we are going to do use SWR on this. And maybe we set this up as a variable just so that we can shift it down there. So let's call this quotable equals, and let's do const quotable, and let's do quotable. Is that going to work? or it's not going to work? I feel like I need different.
Well, first of all, this needs to be that, and then quotable underscore API underscore URI.
See, people, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I always have a Parth on your live coding live stream. Like always, just always bring a Parth. He's bookable. Parth.bookings. I take a cut. All right.
That should be good.
There we go. So here's what we've done. Here's all we've changed. So we've grabbed this quotable API, which is a public API. You don't need any keys. We've got this fetcher all from the documentation. We've got this export use random quote. This is all default, and we're just feeding in that quotable API URL, and we're feeding in that fetcher information, which again is required. And then we're returning the quote, which is going to come from the data content. And then we've got this is loading and is error thing. So now we should be able to use this elsewhere. And to show us how to do this, we're going to head over to our SWR docs, and this is how we would use this in our components. So let's go here, not here, let's go here. Let's go back over to app.js, and you're going to see here. So we've got our function avatar, blah, 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 blah. Use user, and we're actually going to shift this out to use.
So
quote. Yeah. All right. Let's go back over here, and we're going to use random quote. Use random quote.
Right here.
Yeah, you're just pulling it. You're pulling it down into the actual right place.
Yeah.
Smart.
Calling it here.
And then we're going to actually return this stuff.
Is loading and is error equals use random quote, and then continue underneath this. But it does not know where to get it from.
Because we got to import it.
Yep.
All right. Awesome.
And then this image, or
yeah, we can ignore
all of the if stuff.
Yeah, we can. Yes. Yeah, pull it out. That's like literally copied direct from. But I mean, we should still have the spinner and stuff like that.
Yeah, we can just add it here. If is loading, return. Like, do we have a spinner?
Yeah, there's actually like a spinner that's built into it, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if this is. I don't think this is how it should work. But
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is no.
I don't think there is a spinner built in.
Maybe I was just hold on. Let me go back to the docs, because like they make it seem. This may just be me misreading.
I think this is like a.
They've just they've created a component. Yeah, there's nothing there. So yeah, just put in the stuff that you were gonna do.
And then if is error, return error. Yeah, that's okay. And otherwise, where do you want the quote?
Let's replace that paragraph text that was down there. Perfect. Awesome. All right. Okay, sick. So,
I think I need this here. No. Forget what's the right way of using this.
All right. Now we are getting.
It's from SWR. That's why.
Yes, it is. I mean, it would have made sense to name it the right thing, but that's all right. We don't need to worry about that. We're gonna head back over here. We're gonna look at our React app, and why did that throw an error? What's going on here? Is that actually throwing an error? I think might just actually be my.
You want to just open the console?
Oh, hold on. Where are you hiding? Let's put you back where you belong. All right, what do we got for our errors? React DOM stuff. Oh, can I read properties of undefined reading content at use random quote? So it's not able to find content. So what is going?
So what we could do is just return the data as is.
Yeah, let's do that and see what happens. Yeah. Now it should technically work because we are I think
I know the issue, because I'm just going to print whatever this gives us, the console log, the data.
Oh, great. All right. Yeah. So if you're watching at home, we have installed SWR in a React project. We're now console logging the data that's coming back from this API request. So let's go over to our sample again, refresh. We're getting some runtime errors.
Right.
And
What do we
here's
see
what's returning. So we have exactly what we'd expect. So we've got data and then ID, content, author.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's given us exactly what we should be getting.
So we just need to do it here. Okay, so you just do quote dot content.
All right.
And then let's see if that works.
Let's see if that works. Let's see if that works, chat. If you're here and you are following along. All right, so
we have a quote.
We got quotes.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not upset. That was pretty smooth.
I'm gonna get it out of the A-link because I think that looks a little weird.
Now we're not caching yet. Do we want to play with caching?
Yeah.
Because right now we're returning a new quote every single time, which is great. But like eventually, I feel like you're probably going to hit a limit on queries to this API, and it will just stop responding. Mm-hmm. If not, then there is a very terrible issue with this public API. Not for us, but for other people. Don't go don't go DDoS this API. Okay, so let's go Zed. And actually, we want to go back to docs because we want to look at caching. Do you see cache? Cache provider. Okay, upgrade to the latest version. You shouldn't write directly to the cache. This might cause undefined behaviors. Mutated key. Use the global cache to store and share data across components.
So you need to create that cache.
Well, hold on. Let's see. I want to cache. Wait, what? Cache.
No, I think the issue is that you just need to like make sure you have a place where you store your cache.
Yeah, that should be okay.
But it's just a map, so it shouldn't be too bad. Just need SWR config. Yeah, I think that's the one you need. The create cache provider.
Where are we hiding? Create cache provider. All right, so we want this one. All right, so we're gonna pull in now two things. Actually, I'm just gonna copy all this over. Okay, let's go back to Zed, and we're gonna go back over to SWR, and we're gonna do a few things.
This goes into the app digest because you're adding a provider on top of your app, right? You're wrapping your app inside a provider.
Oh, yes, sir. All right, let's go back and do what we actually want to do now. So we're going to go in here. And so we're going to, oh, dang, I did a thing that I didn't want to do. Let's go back in here, copy this. All right, and paste. All right, so we got this, use SWR, which apparently we haven't actually used yet. We don't need any of this. This is all going to be here. And then we're going to wrap it in this. So let's go down here and we're going to wrap inside our return. In this and copy this. And let's go right here. All right, perfect. All right, so now we've got this map, but I have a feeling that, I guess we don't need to use SWR.
No, you don't need use SWR. We use SWR in the
elsewhere,
other
yeah. So wait, so where is this actually saving this information to? Is it just saving it into like the global cache within your application?
Yeah. What we just did is like that's why they said that you should have a cache provider, but you could just use a map object, right? So that's
I see. Okay, and so now I'm guessing that we're gonna actually have to, let me get rid of this. So we're gonna actually have to change the way that we're doing this because we don't want to fetch every time. Actually, I want to see what happens now. I want to see if it automatically.
Nothing would happen right now.
Yeah, it's gonna keep doing the same thing. So we want to read from the cache.
Yep.
reset cache, modify cache data, local storage space, persistent cache, access current cache provider. Is this it? When inside a rack, you use the SWR hook to get
access current cache provider. Yeah. So you need to do that
in our SWR. SWR. So let's pull this stuff. I guess we don't need this anymore. Let's get rid of this. And let's pull this in. So we're going to need this, our import statement here. And we're going to need this and that. Yeah. Wait, what?
Nope. It's a used SWR is outside of the.
Oh, all right. All right. That makes sense. Comma. Okay. So we got that. And now, is 5-bit ever used? We're going to do in our a new constant here. Function avatar. I guess it needs to be used inside of there. So we're going to pull this and we're going to pull it into here. Okay.
I see. So if you actually go to the, if you go back to
the docs.
The docs, yeah, real quick. And then the second one is global configuration on the left-hand side. Left.
Oh, on the left-hand side.
Yeah. Like global configuration after the API. Third one.
Oh.
Yeah. So that says that SWR config. You basically in your app you put whatever values you want. So it says refresh interval, which is 3 seconds, and then like you can create a fetcher there as well, which you can use in all of your or which all of the other queries will already use if you want to use.
So do you want to do this instead?
Yes, this would be a better way of doing it. Not copying the dashboard stuff, but copying the SWR config, like everything under the config. Like whatever,
we're copying this, right?
Inside the return.
Inside the return. I see.
Because this would basically make it so like the provider can allow anybody to use it.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
All right, let's
go here. Okay, so let's go here and let's go back to our application. Let's delete this stuff because we don't need that in there anymore. Let's keep that, get rid of that. Okay, save. All that stuff is the same. Awesome. And now let's go back over to our app. And then in here, this is really where we are changing stuff. So instead of this, we're going to
we have the provider. We keep the provider. We're going to add the refresh interval and the fetcher.
All right, so let's grab this and let's add this and this. All right, get rid of that and perfect. All right, so now we're defining our new provider, which is just going to map to our sort of like global. We're going to refresh every 3,000, so every three seconds. Mm-hmm. And then we've got the fetcher information in here. Now can we remove this? Yeah, I thought so.
We can get rid of the fetcher, and we don't really need the fetcher that we're passing in anymore. You know how we
don't need this one. Yeah, we don't need this.
We don't need that, and then we can remove that as well. Yeah.
Okay.
I believe that should just work.
Well, let's see. All right, let's go back over to our application. So now what we should be seeing is it shouldn't change every time we refresh.
Mm-hmm.
But what do we got here? Cannot read properties of undefined.
Defined. Nice.
All right, let's go back over to Z. So maybe we do need to do something. So it's recommending async. I don't think that's true.
What if we just keep the fetcher then, and then see what happens?
Okay.
I don't think you would need it, but
I mean, let's see what happens. So let's go back over here, refresh. Okay, we're still getting these same errors.
I know why. Now I actually know what I changed. This should be that. That should be that.
Okay, so we're not getting any build errors anymore, but let's actually go over and see if it's loading. Okay, good. So it was the same that time. Updating. Okay, it's updating every time.
It keeps updating. Yeah.
So we're not there. So
we may just need to now we need to do the proper caching thing of setting it and using it, I believe.
Okay, so we actually are going to want to go and do some different things now. Okay, let's go back over to our docs. Oh, right. Oh, wrong docs. SWR, and then understanding SWR cache. Cache provider, create cache provider, access current cache provider. Okay. This is what you're talking about, right? If
Yes.
it's not under any SWR config will return default configurations, cache mutate. Okay, let's go back over to our, so I think we're doing this in here. Let me just add these comments in here. So I think we're going to be doing this. Okay. All right. So we got this. And then I guess we can, do we need to do the same thing? Oh, maybe that's what it is. Hold on. I think that if we cancel that out now, because now it's using the SWR config stuff. So I think it's now actually going to use this fetcher.
Oh, okay. You think so?
I mean, I'm obviously getting an error right now. So, I mean, take everything I say with a grain of salt. Data is not defined, is loading, error not defined.
Yeah, that just means that we're not passing it right. Because we're not, like, data and is loading and error are all coming from the user SWR.
Oh, yes. So what if we want to just return cache? Like, why don't we console log the entire cache?
Actually, can we do something before we do that?
Yeah.
So can we go to, actually, let me add this.
Yeah, you can just add it.
I'm going to add in app.js a stale time in 5,000 seconds.
Okay, so what is that doing, Parth?
I believe that just adds the stale, it adds the staleness in the data, so like it would actually cache it for 5 seconds. But let's see if that's how it works. So
we want to see if this is working now. So we still have some warnings, but no errors here. Yeah.
I just commented that out, but
oh, you commented it on purpose. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back over to our application. Okay, still refreshing every time. I think we have to use this, but I don't know how we use it in concert with this.
Yeah,
figure that out. Unless,
yeah.
Okay, I want to see what happens if we console log. I want to just. Do we have to do it in the return statement, or can we console log?
No, you should console log before. Yeah, right there.
Okay, I want to console log just the cache and see what happens, because it may return nothing, but I'm interested to see if it returns something. And all right, let's go over here, refresh. Okay, so it is returning something.
Okay, so it does have that. Okay, now if you open that, what is the object? I think that should be the, yeah.
Yeah, so this is doing, I believe, solely responsible. And then what's this one? What's the value of this one? I believe that we are solely responsible. Yeah, okay. So this is doing, let me clear that. So let's refresh this one more time. So it's returning this 4 times now, or twice, right? I think it's returning it twice because we're using both inside of, I think it's because we're technically doing it here.
No.
And then we're also doing it here. What if we don't, what if I cut this? Oh no, then it's not going to work.
Yeah.
What if I cut this one?
I don't think it's because of that. But let's say if it were to, now you'll have more errors, Andrew. But if we take a step back and if we just think about how we're setting this up, if we do it so that every single time it calls the API, then every single cache will be different, right?
Yeah.
So I think it kind of works how we want to.
But we want to be able to read from the cache, right? That's what we're trying to do here.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why we're doing both of these.
Which one?
Like we have this SWR config.
Yeah, so second part we don't need. I don't think we need the second part. The one
We don't-
where we are adding it in swr.js of use SWR config.
So you don't think we need it here?
I don't think so. We may need mutate. Let's try to figure out.
Okay. All right.
how
So if we're not
we
using
use
it there, provider refresh interval fetch. So if you're just tuning in, Parth and I are trying to figure out caching, which according to Tanstack is one of the hardest problems in programming, which we are discovering right now. But hopefully Tanstack will make it easier once we get there.
We need to use mutate. I'm just trying to figure out where and
right.
how it's being used. That's it.
I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to disappear off camera. I'm going to leave you here. Just give me 2 seconds and I'll be back.
No worries. All right. We are in that file. Got some nice music going on in the background. Let's see if we just use in here. Is this the file? Yeah, this is the file that's being shown. And we already have this here. If I do mutate API URI or random quote so it's supposed to take the data, the mutation data, type of the data returned by the mutator, key data, and then any other options. We don't have to do that.
Did you figure it out?
I'm trying to use the mutate function.
All right. So we can't figure this out in the next maybe 5 minutes. I feel like we're wanting to focus on migration, so maybe we should not even worry about the caching.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I feel like we're like, I want to do this caching thing, but maybe it's not the important part.
I'm trying to figure out how it's set up. The mutation is set up, but it's showing me like data validation stuff, which we clearly don't care about.
All right. What do you think? Should we go down this caching road, or should we try and switch to Tanstack?
Let's do Tanstack, and then if we have time, we can come back to caching.
Okay, so
and making it easier.
Let's just comment
later.
this stuff out. That stuff's fine. That's fine. We'll comment that out. So all the rest, that's fine. And then in here, I guess we can just comment all this stuff out for now.
No, we should keep it. We should keep both of them.
Oh, yeah.
So
wait,
we'll need or
because I don't think this hurts anything by pulling it, right?
Yeah, we should pull from both, and then we can kind of flag between the two, right? So keep the config, keep the provider there, I would say.
So you want to keep the caching provider stuff?
Yeah, I would. Even if it's not being used.
Fair. Fair.
That's some information there.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so let me just make sure that this is still working. All right, so still working. Not actually caching anything, but the stuff is there. All right, so that's one. Now we're going to go into Tanstack Query. V5, already dislike the documentation more. All right. npm install back over here. Let's go into here. Let's do an npm install Tanstack React query. And let's create a new file, which we're going to call new file tanstack.js. And back over to Google. All right, so we've got that installed. We're not going to use the CDN. We're not worried about any of that stuff. Recommended ESLint plugin. Sure. Why not? Oh my God. Things just happened. Hold on. Stop. Get it. Escape. That should not copy the entire thing. I get it. I get why I did that. It's because I literally clicked copy and it was like, you obviously want to install all of these things.
Yeah.
It's going to throw an error.
Why don't you, Andrew?
Oh my God. Am I just installing this through 16 different ways? No, stop. Oh my God. Did I install it in the right place?
Yeah. The first thing is Tanstack.
Is it? No, queries there, but then I did like this random. Hold on. Hold the phone. Oh, it's an unsupported engine. Required 18. Really? Okay, we're not installing that. We don't care that much about lint stuff. Okay. Good. Installation. Next. Where's our next button? Quick start. This ad is very intrusive. Come on, Carbon ads. Simple stack bit example. All right, let's pull in all of this stuff over in our Tanstack.js. Let's pull all that in.
You're in the quick start, right?
I am in the quick start.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna need to do a new query client. I'm just gonna grab all of this stuff. Let's grab all of that. All right, so let's take a look here at what we've got. So it's interesting here that like in SWR, they're assuming that you're querying an external API in their quick start. And in Tanstack, they're assuming that you're querying like a local object. Am I reading that right? Yeah.
Sorry, where are you looking?
So I'm in the Tanstack.js file that I created. And so in SWR, their assumption was that you were going to feed in an API endpoint and then receive the data. In Tanstack, it doesn't look as though like this is all about a query key and a function. I guess you could do it in there, but it doesn't seem like as directly tied to doing like an API query. But that's probably just because there's probably another example there.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, that's all that I meant. It was just like one was much more internal and the other was much more external. That's like that's a terrible place for an ad. Who's like, so you can't see it because it's underneath me. Let me read myself out there. So can I hide this one? Remove from stage. So, oh my goodness.
I think, I know what you're talking about. I don't see it because I'm on Arc.
Yeah, so, because I'm on Arc. Just little subtle Arc drop. We haven't had one of those in a while, chat. Yeah. So I know the folks at Carbon Ads and we've worked with them before. Love Carbon Ads, but don't love the placement of this ad on the freaking, holy moly. Tanstack, that's not great. Don't put things in your navigation. Okay, I just wanted to search like API.
There are things.
Simple. Oh, well, that's cool.
Sorry, what did you do?
So I scrolled down to this example things. And then
there's
like
examples.
Yeah, but like in a
code sandbox
area.
Nice.
Okay, query client. Okay, here we go. This is actually the example that we were looking for.
The query function is what you need, yeah.
Let's grab this. And then I'm gonna head back over here. So
I got to that through looking at the paginated queries because it had the fetch.
That was buried though, hey?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, so you actually aren't doing this direct through Tanstack Query. You're actually doing this through Axios.
You could do Axios or fetch. It's up to you. Like you could use fetch to get the.
But
get
but I guess what I mean is like it's not like integrated directly within. I don't. Maybe that doesn't matter.
It's the same thing as like the fetcher, right? Like the fetcher is kind of way. It's just a wrapper around.
Fair. All right. So this we're not going to use right now because this is separate. We're going to export our stuff later. Example. All right. So what do we need to update it here? So we need to update. Let's pull over the same thing here. So let's grab this quotable API URL. Oh, wrong place. Yeah, you had this outside before, right? Okay.
Yeah, you can leave it there.
And then we're going to do use random quote in Tanstack. Use query key repo data. We actually don't have a query key.
Oh, no. Our query key will just be random quote.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Random quote. Query function, Axios, quotable API URL. Okay, then return data, pending, error. Okay, good, return. And then we want to return just our data, right? So we want to clear this. Data, was it content?
Yeah, data.content.
And then I guess we can leave that. And I'll delete the React DevTools. Okay. Good. We don't need DevTools. And we don't actually need this stuff right now. I also need to we need to have an export set up in here.
Yeah. So your export will be
It's like just on our export function, right?
Export use random quote right there.
Okay, and then we're not going to use this. We're not going to use this. We're not going to use this. We do need this though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there.
In app.js.
Yeah. Okay, let's copy this. Get rid of that. Okay. And then I guess we won't use the query client stuff there. We're actually going to pull this all over to the other one.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is their query client. Oh, we're not actually using any.
We're just using the use query there.
Yeah. And we actually need to keep Axios there too.
Yeah.
Oh, we are using use query too.
The use query. But you use the provider in the other one.
All right, so let's paste that. Let's remove this stuff, that, and then we're going to copy all of this stuff over. Okay, look at that. And then over in app.js, we're going to use this stuff. We're not going to use query. We are going to use that. You got that, Parth?
Yeah, I got that.
Awesome. So I'm already seeing that there's a lot more work that we need to do with Tanstack. Maybe that's untrue, but we actually didn't need to wrap previously, did we? Yeah, we didn't need to wrap.
We wrapped the configs. So
we did, but we didn't have to. Like we could have used it without that before.
Yeah, we just needed the fetcher. But yeah, that's fair. I think that's a fair way of looking at it.
Okay, so this should work. Okay, you got the. Okay, so this should be good now, yeah?
Yes, just 1 second. You're returning the data here, but that needs to be returned here as well, right? You need to like.
I guess we need to call it something different.
Like we need to import Tanstack query in here.
Oh yes.
So what you could do is instead of I'm going to the Tanstack JS file, and instead of returning like this, what you could do is just return the use query.
So you just want to return the data?
Yeah. So.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, that's cleaner.
And then if you come here, now you're.
Yeah, I like that. That's much better.
In your app.js, you're going to have a import use random quote from Tanstack as use Tanstack quote.
All right, and then are you gonna do the same thing for SWR?
Yeah, we could do that.
Just for consistency.
Consistency, yeah.
All right, so then we're gonna do the same thing. No, because I guess they're already doing that. It's basically returning it that way already. Yeah.
Tanstack data. And then okay, so I just did that, and now I'm going to do is loading for Tanstack is loading, and then if this or Tanstack is error, and then we can use that dot content. Hopefully this works how we want to, and let's just save the Tanstack. Oh,
We got many errors right now. Wow,
many errors.
Just
cannot resolve
Axios. Let's just do fetch because fetch is built in, right?
Yeah.
Do you know the nomenclature? Like, do you know the?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I thought you were gonna do it, but I can do it.
I can definitely do it, but yeah, I feel like
Fetch should be good.
Oh, is that it? All right. Okay, so there's no more errors. Let's go back over here, see what's happening. Okay, we are getting errors over here though. No query client set and use query client provider set one. So this is Tanstack stuff.
Oh, we didn't do the const query client. Oh no, I think we just need to put this here.
All right.
I moved the use query client to be inside app.
Oh, that makes sense. Yep. Okay, let's see if that did the job. Refresh. No, it did not do the job. No query client. No
query client set. Use query client set one.
Query client. We imported that there. Query client.
Okay, what if we just move this underneath the SWR? Like there. Query client provider. Query client, and then see what happens. Like I think we just put it where we have it.
We can see if it works. No, it really does not like the way that we're doing this. Why not though? So this is the example that they're giving here.
Okay.
Yeah, query return. Query client is outside.
Oh, it is. It is outside.
But we had it outside and it wasn't working. Inside the return statement, we have that. So we have it outside of our return. SWR config, export default app. What if we completely remove all of this?
Yeah, we can do that.
Just to see, because I wonder if that's throwing errors.
Throwing it off.
Let's see. No. Why? No query client set. Query client provider.
Set it.
Use random quote Tanstack.js. Okay, so data, use random quote, const app, const cancel.
Oh, I know why. We're calling the query at the wrong place.
Oh, you have it too low?
I think the use Tanstack quote should be in its own. So we need to put the query client. Actually, can you go back to the page? Okay.
The page or the this is the example page.
Okay, so essentially, we need a new file is quote.js, and code.js would export. So code.js will be our actual code that comes in, and then we just throw it out.
Okay.
That way the query gets called in code.js, and
Okay.
it is actually inside the provider instead of being outside the provider.
All right. I trust that you have an idea of what you're thinking of doing here, but I definitely do not.
That's all right. We just need to, I'm just gonna copy everything over and then remove stuff we don't need. So we don't need this, we don't need this. Function quote. And then, just need to export it here so that what this will do is you remove all of this.
Basically all the Tanstack stuff disappears out of here now.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
you just call quote in here.
Are we calling quote inside of the quote client provider again though? Still?
Which one? Sorry.
We're still calling it like we still have to define. Sorry, I'm just looking in here. Yes, we do. Never mind. I answered my own question.
Okay. Wait. I can keep all that, and then yeah, let's see if that works.
Let's see if it works. All right. So it's throwing an error on the logo.
On which? In which file?
Logo is undefined.
It's in the other file. That's why.
Oh, over in quote.js.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we got a header. Okay, sick. All right, there we go. No errors. Okay, it's there.
Error.
We're getting an error, but that's fine. It's not terrible. Please make
Data
sure to
cannot
return.
be undefined. Please make sure the return a value is undefined from your query function. Oh, interesting. Why is this undefined?
All right, so let's look at our quote.
Is it because that? See if that works.
Yeah, you want to see?
So what I did was, it was res.data. I changed it to res.json because now it's fetch instead of.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's see if that did it. Yes. All right, we're getting quotes from Tanstack.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that seems like a lot of that. That was much more work to get to the point that we go with SWR.
I believe we didn't do SWR right, because what we did was we did use random quote inside of where we were setting the SWR config, so it wasn't actually able to get the config. So if I were to do something, I would do this. And you know how we created the quote? So
you want to do this? You want to do the same thing? You want to do the same thing for SWR?
Yes, but you do it in the quote file. So now if you open the quote file, yeah, I'm just putting stuff there.
Yeah.
Data is loading and is error equals use random quote, and then you just do import actually as SWR quote. Okay, now we have data, which will be SWR data is loading, which would be SWR is loading, and then SWR is error. Okay, so we do the same thing, but let's just do it this way. So SWR is loading, and then okay, and then
No, you got it.
SWR data.content. So now this should give us two different things to use.
All right.
And we can
let's
actually see if the things we set are being used or not.
Ooh, can't resolve random
find
quote.
/ oh, it's because it's not random quote. Of course, you cannot find it. SWR. Yeah.
There we go. Oh, it was working. It was
Yeah,
there.
I saved it.
There we go.
So we
All right.
Two
Two
quotes.
different quotes. Yeah.
Yeah. And then.
Great.
Okay. Yeah, we are doing something.
Right. So we got it. So we got our quotes coming in.
Mhm.
Let's add a little. Hold on. Let's do a break there. Let's do a.
You do BR and then R. That works. So you need after the BR, right? Yeah.
There we go. All right, let's see. Did that do it? Okay, sick. All right, so, oh, I need to put another break in there. Otherwise, it's going to drive me crazy. But I mean, we have our working example right now, but our goal today was to migrate between things. So now we need to add a feature flag in here. I think we might actually hit all of the things that we said we were going to do today, Parth. I think we might get there.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So next up, by the way, all right, we've got Tanstack in there. We've got SWR. They're in there. They're working. We've got a system. Now we want to add feature flags, and we're going to do that via OpenFeature. If you haven't heard of OpenFeature, it's an open standard. You basically create a provider and you can use this standard. Today, obviously, we're going to go JavaScript, and we're going to go, there is a
it's also
provider.
it's also in the vendors, the environment.
Oh, the vendor supported?
No, in like right there, yeah.
Oh, so it is. Yeah. So we're going to use the environment variable provider. Now, why are we doing this? A, because we've never shown this to you on stream before. B, because it's actually easier to use than flag D, because flag D requires a bunch of extra steps. This is literally like you're already using environment variables, which a lot of people are for their feature flags, but now you want to start implementing the standard. This is the easiest way to do it. So let's go over here and follow the instructions, npm install. I wonder if it'll install the server SDK. I'm going to assume it does, but maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't assume. Don't assume.
Question. This is a server SDK.
Oh, that's true. And we're
you don't need I don't know if you need the end. We can just do
so?
it. Yeah. But we don't need the server. We don't have the server SDK. We're using React SDK. Like React would be client side, not server side, right?
It would.
Or is that only a distinction that we make in that way?
I wonder. I mean, let's just follow the instructions and see what happens. You're not wrong. Yeah, we don't actually need it for our uses, but maybe just for the case of this, we do. I don't know. We're going to find out together. Chat. Let's install these. Really? It's going to make me change my versions all the time. Oh, no, that's that. Oh, wait, hold on. Unsupported engine. To which one of the packages, though?
You're using 17. You need to update to 1818. Can you check what you want to do NVM list?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And what is the current 18? So the LTS hydrogen, I think you want to install that, or you already have like node stable 20 there, so you could use that as well.
Let's see if that'll work.
Is it possible for you to set this as default? I think there's a way of doing it. It might just be easier. Default. Yes.
Always set default node version of a shell. NVM alias. I feel like it's the alias, right?
Sorry, which one? Alias default.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. NVM. Okay, so I wanted to do this. Great. Okay, that seemed to work. So let's head over to docs again and see what's next. All right, so we've got this. Did they give a full example? Start hypothetical application with enable new feature. Okay, so I guess we actually need to create a environment variable. Do we want to create, do you just get, with React, does it just have environment variable stuff by default? Or do we need to install .env? Adding customer reading.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out I'm just trying to get to that page on.
Yeah, all good.
Computer.
Understand what to use environments, you first need to define them in an M file. Process M. Oh, all right. So I guess it just works by default. Let's just create an environment variable in here. Oh, wrong thing. This one. Let's create an environment variable in source.
No, yeah, in root.
Yeah, in root.env. We're gonna call this vendor equals dev cycle. Awesome. And then
we were using
oh yes.
SWR or Tanstack.
Oh yes, let's go SWR. Okay, and actually query framework, query component, query what? Query.
Sorry, what were you?
What would you call these? SWR versus Tanstack. Query what?
Query framework.
Query framework.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go SWR here, and then just to make sure that this is working as expected, I'm gonna do a console log process env, and we're gonna call this. Oh, maybe it. I wonder, is that React app actually? I think like that might actually be required. And query framework. Let's see if that is actually the way that we need to do it. Back over here.
Yeah, you must append your key with React _app.
Okay, so let's see if this actually works over here. Let's go back into our application.
You'll need to restart the. Oh, it's undefined because you need to restart it.
All right. Let's go here. Let's restart. All right.
Did you change the name to be?
I did, but
you want to? No, you need React.
Oh, in the actual thing, it needs to be React app too.
React _app _, yeah.
Okay, let's try this. Okay, so then that should work now. So let's turn off, turn on again, and see if it does it. Okay, good. So we got it. It's calling it twice, which I'm not thrilled about, but that's fine. That's
I think it's because it's in development mode. So. Oh,
that tracks. Okay. Perfect. So that is working from our environment file. So now we can follow some more of the instructions over here.
I'm just gonna clean up some of the code from.
Yeah, you're all good. Do that while I'm doing this. So we're gonna need this. Const get client, get Boolean value, object example string inv. Okay, so let's grab this. This OpenFeature set provider, env provider, and let's go back over to our code. So I want to be in app.js, which is where we're going to do all this stuff. OpenFeature, which we're going to need to import all of that stuff in just a second. And let's go back here, OpenFeature set provider, we did that. Const client, get OpenFeature client, enable new feature. Okay, and then it just automatically, okay, I get that. That actually makes sense. Thank you. And so this is actually going to be React app query framework. Default is false. So where's the end provider stuff coming from? Try putting it in with the import from OpenFeature.
Would it be an OpenFeature, or it would be?
It might be in this server-side SDK. Hold on, let me dig through in the actual docs over here.
Oh, var provider. So we could just do from.
It's weird they don't have a good example here. Maybe they have an example hidden somewhere. Or maybe it's in the TypeScript stuff. I don't even know.
Maybe this at OpenFeature / var provider. I don't even know if that's right.
It might be in the OpenFeature server SDK. That might be why we're doing this.
Yeah.
That might be why. Oh no, because it should be here. It should be in the OpenFeature var provider.
That's what I did. Yeah.
Is that what you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if is it showing.
Mm.
Yeah, it's there. Perfect.
Cannot resolve OpenFeature. Is OpenFeature at OpenFeature / core?
/ server potentially? / server SDK.
Okay. See if we're getting errors.
Yeah, we are. Async can't resolve async hooks. SWR config is not defined.
Oh, I just removed that. Sorry.
Okay,
Wait,
we're getting.
async?
So we're getting this async. Why would we be getting an async error in there? So we must be pulling OpenFeature from the wrong place. Let me see in our examples for our React stuff, because I feel like that's going to help. OpenFeature React dev cycle, because we do a very good job at documentation. OpenFeature provider, from OpenFeature React SDK. I think we need to install the React SDK.
Yeah.
The actual OpenFeature React SDK as well.
But I don't know if envar would work with the React SDK.
It's so odd that. Oh wait. OpenFeature React SDK. Yeah, so it's saying that this is variable SDK OpenFeature.
What if we use the OpenFeature React SDK and we can use the OpenFeature provider, like the context provider, which uses the in-memory provider?
We can. Is there literally no way that we can do this?
I don't think we can use the envar for that.
Try. Let's install the web SDK, because I feel let's install.
Why not just use the React SDK at that point? If we're using not.
Yeah, that's fair. We're going to be messing around with this either way, right? So
yeah.
Okay, so let's grab the React SDK, OpenFeature React SDK. Install npm. All right, so back in Z. All right, so we are abandoning the environment provider because it doesn't play nice with React. It doesn't look like, because React is client side, even though it's a Node.js framework. Okay, so we got that. So we're going to remove this stuff. We're going to remove this stuff too. And we're going to go back over here and we're going to import all of this stuff. And you want to just use this, the in-memory stuff, right?
Yeah, so I can do that part. I can create the flat config in a different file.
Yeah. So just so you know, just so if you're watching this, so the environment variable stuff is like the simplest way of doing feature flag. So it's like the simplest way. It's like on, off, Boolean string, whatever you're talking about. So that's why the environment variable stuff would have been great. But it's only set up for Node.js. Was it only set up for Node.js? I mean, whatever. What we're doing is kind of neither here nor there, because we're not going to be staying with that provider for a long time anyways. But if you go into the ecosystem and we go environment variable, yeah, there is no web environment variable provider. So like we were always going to potentially run into issues with this. And so what's interesting about the way that we're doing it now is this flag config file is basically giving us like a feature flag setup that is like OpenFeature compliant. This is as if you were reading from flag D without needing to have flag D running, because you're basically giving it like some static information to read and evaluate based on. But this is code that's within your application, so it's not like ideal feature flagging, because technically you would need to still change the code within the application to change things. But like for our case, this works fine. Okay, so don't need this anymore. Don't need this open anymore. Don't need this open anymore. We actually don't need the environment variable anymore. Delete. SWR is good. We don't need that. We've got that. All right. So what we're doing here, we can kill all of this stuff, is we're basically setting OpenFeature. Let me grab the OpenFeature import stuff. Oh, you already got it. Yeah. So basically we're pulling in all of this information from OpenFeature, from the React SDK. We're using the in-memory provider, which is going to read from this flag config.js file. And then we're going to decide which, and we can kill this console log. Then we're going to decide which of our strategies to use, which of our frameworks to use, either SWR or Tanstack Query, using the flag that we just set up here. And so you can see that what Parth is doing down here, you can also kind of see over in the documentation here. So in here, the React SDK, where are you hiding? Not environment variable, JavaScript. Where are you hiding? OpenFeature, React. There we go. So you can see here usage. So we're basically repeating this stuff here. So he's wrapping it in this OpenFeature provider, our application stuff, and then that will allow for us to do the evaluations once we implement this logic that's down here.
Should this be in the... No, it should not be. Okay, this is... I think we're good.
Okay, so let's go back over and see. So back over into Zed. So you can see here that we have wrapped our application in this OpenFeature provider stuff. Yeah, should this not be inside? Or outside? Like, should this OpenFeature provider not be? Yeah, it should be the most outside.
Yeah, I think it's because these are all providers. You basically want to keep it as like whoever has the highest context.
Oh, okay. So do we think that's right? Is this good that we should have that there?
It works either way.
Okay, so now we've got OpenFeature that's wrapping both of these. And so within the OpenFeature provider, where's our actual evaluation logic now?
It'll be in quote. So I'm just adding that now.
Quote.
Yeah. So it will be. It will be query framework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
default to SWR.
And so we set this up as a string variable, but am I seeing that we don't actually need to define this as a string? Hold on, hold the phone. What am I looking at here?
In the in-memory stuff, you want to look at flag config.
Yeah, where's my in-memory stuff? Use flag. Oh, interesting. So it doesn't, so with most of, you can use strongly typed. Oh, so with the in-memory stuff, you don't need to be strongly typed. So normally, chat, if you're watching the OpenFeature, like using OpenFeature, you would have to say like use Boolean flag or use string variable. But here we're literally just able to get use flag, which is kind of the way that DevCycle does it. We give like use variable or whatever. I've never seen this before. I like this. Okay, so let's go back over here. All right. If query framework that.
You know what I'm going to do? Actually, this is a bad way of doing it, but and is error. I say this is a bad way of doing it because it's not using any correct what do you call it? It is not using the, what am I talking about? Because they're not typed. Else if, and then query framework Tanstack data. So this will become is pending. And then this will be is loading.
By the way, we've got a lot of viewers on the stream. Thanks all for being here. We got this is the most we've had in a long time. We got like 22 people viewing our stream right now.
Nice.
Yeah, we're apparently people cared about React, Tanstack, and SWR and changing and migrations and all of the stuff, which is amazing. So thanks for being here.
I just realized we can't do this because hooks can't be called conditionally. Hooks have to be called as they are. So we can just display it depending on what we're looking at.
Well, why don't we just console log? Oh, well, it's fine. Okay, never mind. I was just gonna say we can console log to see if it's working, but let's do the thing. Do the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that. Yeah, data is any, you're good. And then we can just do data.content or today's quote. Do we want to know where it's coming from?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. From what is this? Or query framework. And all right, you want to check if that works?
Yeah, and so if you're watching right now, so our default is set to on, which is SWR. So basically, this is a Boolean that's set up in there. The default is going to be SWR. So we should be seeing, it should be saying SWR when we actually go look at this in our, let's make sure there's no errors. We are getting imported as flag config was not found in flag config. Why not?
I believe, do we need this?
Do we not have an export? Oh no, it's export.
Is it good now? It's good now.
Yeah, it's good now. Okay, let's go back over here and see. All right, into our React app. Today's quote from Tanstack. So we're getting the wrong return, which is fine. We're getting it. It's returning, so this is good. This is
so
a good
actually,
sign.
Let's just see console.log query framework, and then see what it's actually.
Oh, you know why? It's because we've got the default variation to on, but the context evaluator actually has it set to off. So that's why it's returning. So I can say if I
what is context that's silly there?
So it's just like some default random context that they're feeding into it if you were in data. So if I switch this, I bet you it's going to show us SWR now. If I go back here and refresh. Yeah. It's just like a context. Like if we don't even need this. Like if we remove all of this, this should still work and it'll still show us SWR, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So just so you're watching, so the context evaluation stuff is like if you use dev cycle, this would be like if we fed in context. So if we went over, I mean, let's actually do this then. Let's feed in context of SWR. So if we go app.js,
you need to return off or return off.
Return off. Thank you. So if we went over into here,
you just need to use context tool.
Yeah, it's just like we need to feed in context, which I think they outlined. Do they show it over in this React stuff? React OpenFeature Provider. Where do you show? Oh, const user ID. Yeah. So it's basically like feeding it in here. With that's ours. Sorry, that's ours. Yeah. Where's the context here? Where is the stuff where we're feeding in information on the user? Use flag. Where's the context stuff defined? Context. Context evaluator. Okay, we already looked at that. Maybe I should be looking for silly. Do they not give an example of silly? A lot of them like feed it in, but then they don't actually give us an example of it. So like this is more than we need to worry about today because this is what we're focused on. But basically this is all about like when in dev cycle, we feed in user information and then we target based on user information.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
You used to do set context.
I think so. Yeah. So set context and then set context. Just call it silly true.
Or we can just change it to
set to user ID, whatever. Yeah, that's
I'll
a good
just do
idea.
beta. So we can do, is it client dot? No, it's not client dot.
Where are we looking? Where are we?
Sorry,
right
what is
now?
this? Do we need this client of get boolean value?
No. We can get rid of that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can get rid of this client too.
I think so, yeah.
OpenFeature dot set context, and then I'll just do beta equals true.
Yeah, and then if we go back over to the flag config, we can change if context beta, return on, return off. So
okay,
now
I'm just gonna switch the two to be on should be Tanstack, and then
off.
this would be SWR, assuming you're going from SWR to
and then let's set the default to be off, just in case there's a fallback. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, off. I love that we're both fighting to put the word off in. Okay, so let's go in here. So now if we refresh here, so we are seeing off right now.
Because we set the context as beta true.
Yeah, if context beta return on.
Yeah.
So if context beta equals false, or not, hold on, just as you not.
No, we shouldn't change this there. We should just change the context.
Oh, I see. Yes. Okay, I like that. Okay, so you changed it in...
Yeah, I changed it in
app.js. Okay, so let's see. So this should now be returning SWR. Yeah, and it is. Okay, great. So we actually have targeting rules working even. Look at us. Okay, so now we're going to do the final step of today, and we're actually going to try a migration. So OpenFeature multi-provider.
All right. While you're doing that, I'm going to create a thing on
multi-provider. Oh, multi.
I'll create the targeting rules on DevCycle.
Awesome. Okay, const multi-provider. Okay, just so you know, it's multi-provider, how it works. Where are the instructions for the multi-provider? It's currently available for the JavaScript OpenFeature SDKs. Okay, so we need to install the web SDK. Oh, is React using the web SDK, the React?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good. So let's assume that everything is fine. And let's just install the DevCycle web SDK. Because that will install the other stuff that we need. So let's go in here and forget about that. We're just installing all the things in here today, people. All right, so we got the DevCycle stuff. Awesome. All right, and did we outline? No, we haven't outlined the multi-provider stuff in here yet either. So let's pull in. Oh, OpenFeature as OpenFeature Web. Okay, I'm going to pull all of this stuff into app.js. Just comment it out. I'm going to comment all of this stuff out for now. And OpenFeature Web Provider. New provider A, new provider B. Okay. Okay, so what do we need here? Get rid of this. Get rid of this stuff. Get rid of this.
I'll add the client SDK key.
Okay, thank you. All right, so here, dev cycle provider is going to need to be an import. OpenFeature import. Okay, move this stuff. Let's move this stuff down. This is madness.
Oh, I thought we had an SWR, but I guess not. It's okay. We'll do
All right.
a
So now we are going to need this import dev cycle provider stuff. So we're going to need this. Yes. Why is declare but never read? Okay, that's fine. Why am I getting this error? That's fine. Okay, OpenFeature React SDK. Are we assuming? I'm going to assume that it's present there.
Which one? We can just check package.json.
No, it's like whether multi-provider is actually found on OpenFeature. Does it work in event provider, new provider, multi? So my question here is around well, I'll wait until you're done that.
People article. I don't know what this is saying. What did I do wrong? Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
No. You're all good. I'm just gonna move some stuff around here.
Yeah.
Comment some stuff out. Okay, so we're gonna have our two different versions in here. New provider B. So new provider B. Actually, let's set this here. And then we're gonna have new dev cycle provider here. Okay.
You just yeah, you could do it.
Oh yeah, I guess I could just do it up here, right? That makes sense. And I'm gonna uncomment this. Okay, so const dev cycle provider, const in memory provider. Awesome. Yes, perfect. And then
I can change this here.
Yeah, change that there, and then we can uncomment all of this stuff. Uncomment this. Uncomment this and this. We can delete this. So my question is multi-provider in the React SDK? I don't think it is. Is it? Oh, it is. Oh, sick. All right. Amazing. Love that.
Wait, is it?
It is. Yeah, it's finding it. Yeah, it's in there.
I don't know if it's finding it. It's.
Oh no, I'm literally reading it in the file. Okay, that's fine. We can read it in from the web SDK. That's fine.
All right. Andrew, your friend Casual Economist is back in chat.
Hey, let's go, Casual Economist. Let's go. I'm doing okay.
What's the web SDK?
I did, yeah. It installed because it installs with dev cycles. Yeah. Okay, so that's there. So that should. Okay, let's see. Is that there? That's finding it there. Where is it pulling multi-provider? What was? Oh shoot. Is this not in the actual docs yet? Multi-provider support, compatibility, multi-provider. I don't want to look in the blog. Multi-provider. I'm not sure where multi-provider is coming from. Oh, it's literally coming from multi-provider. So do I need to install multi-provider, or does multi-provider come with the web? I feel like it
Probably need to install it.
No, I feel like it must come. I think it's a dependency. Well, let's find out. Let's find out. Where the hell am I right now? No.
We can install it.
It feels like it should be pre-installed. Like it feels like it should come with. Oh no, here we go. Oh, okay. No, you're right. I need to install it. Yep. Yeah, so the documentation is not fully built out for this yet because this is brand new. Installation, multi-provider, OpenFeature. Okay, so then we can remove the web stuff. Any web mentions over here. Go away. Okay, so multi-provider, dev cycle. Okay, we're not calling anything there. And then the example that I'm looking at here, provider A, provider B, multi-provider, get client, console evaluating flag, get Boolean details, my flag. Okay, sick. I think we're good. Back over in Z. Okay, so context, user ID, dev cycle provider. So we're going to assume no information being fed in right now, right? Let's assume no. Let's assume no context information.
Yeah, wait, no context information. We don't need.
Do we not need to feed in context information for dev cycle to work?
No, you can have anonymous users.
Okay.
But now in quote, we need to.
No, sorry. I guess what I mean. So we do actually need this. We do need this. OpenFeature set context.
No, we don't need we don't need that line.
We don't need this line to set context?
I don't know why we need to set context, to be honest.
Okay, let's kill it then. Kill user, kill context. We got our two providers. We got our multi-provider. Amazing. We're serving from in-memory first, then dev cycle, await, set provider, and wait.
Okay, so we got multi-provider there. And then
yep.
Now we go to quote.js. We copy that code into quote.js.
You want to copy the OpenFeature client stuff? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so let's take this all of it, or yeah, all of it.
Yeah, all of it.
Quote.js. Okay, where do you want me to put this for you? I'm going to put this right here. There you go. And I'll let you play with that. Okay, so this is here. Set provider and wait.
Just need to make this async. We'll do that. We don't need some user. So we could in here have beta equals true. Actually, so let's do it at beta equals false, just to kind of go through how somebody would do it. In the sense that value, no, the query framework is here. Should that be
await has no, hold on. What's the example that they're giving here? Oh yeah, there's an await. Get Boolean details. Yeah, that should work.
Is it awaited?
It is in the example that they give here. Yeah.
Okay. All right. It says it doesn't have any effect on it. So what if I just remove it? Let's just try to remove it.
Okay.
And then I'll remove the async here.
Cannot find file dev cycle key. So that's just.
Oh, I have that dev cycle key. That's where the key is. Dev cycle key.
Ah, there we go. Oh, .js. Oh no, it should find it. Already included file name. What?
What if I just put it in the same thing as flag config and then
Sure.
just
All right, let me grab that. Actually, I'll wait. I'll let you do that, so I'm not showing it on the screen.
and just
Okay, let's see what this is doing now. And I'll kill this and start it again.
mhm.
Okay, what errors are we getting? Async hooks, server SDK. Okay, where are we still where are we still pulling in the server SDK stuff? Web provider, quote, React SDK. I don't think we're pulling in anything server related right now.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Nope, React web multi-provider.
OpenFeature provider. That's also coming from React. What if I just
resolve async hooks?
This.
Okay, still throwing an error. Cannot resolve async hooks.
Can you see where that error is being thrown? Is it possible? The liquid file. Oh, this is being called by OpenFeature. Like OpenFeature itself calls Web SDK.
Okay.
But why would this be the server SDK?
Yeah, I don't. Why were we having to deal with server SDK? Oh, something had said that which did it say was the? Did it say the multi-feature provider? One of the things that we imported was had a dependency that was server stuff. Can't remember which thing it was though. Oh, it was the environment stuff, wasn't it? Hold on, that's what it is. Let me uninstall.
Environment where provider.
I'm going to install this because to get the environment var provider, we needed the server SDK thing. So
you go for it.
npm uninstall. Okay, and then npm uninstall. I should just uninstall OpenFeature mvar provider. Maybe this will stop breaking things. Yeah, we got a lot of OpenFeature stuff in there. Holy moly. Okay. Can't resolve hooks. Let me close this, start it again. Okay. Error is gone? Question mark?
No.
No. Same issue.
Module. Okay. Can you just mute your node modules and then start again?
Mute my node modules.
RMRF.
Oh, you want me to delete them?
Yes, nuke them.
Oh, nuke them. Node
modules.
Okay, sorry. All right, and then npm install. Come on. You can do it. npm install. What? Oh. Whatever. It worked. Just warnings. npm start. This isn't looking good. No. Can't resolve async hooks.
But why are we calling it? Is my question. Like,
yeah, no, I'm having the same. I have the same question. It must be some. I mean, we're mixing and matching here a lot, right? Like we're using the web provider, the React SDK, and the multi-provider. So maybe this is like a React issue. Maybe, but it seems odd. Okay, dev cycle provider, multi-provider. This stuff is all this was working. This is direct from.
We don't know if that is exactly working.
In-memory provider was working.
So
Not
yeah,
the
in-memory
multi-provider.
provider was working. So what if
Not
we
this
just remove? What if we thing
Remove
out
multi.
DevCycle provider? No, keep
Oh.
it as multi-provider.
Yeah.
But get rid of DevCycle, like comment out DevCycle provider for now, and that provider as well. You'll need to comment that out.
Oh, you can't because this is the multi-provider thing. That's why I was trying to do it.
You can just do multi-provider with one.
I don't. Can you? All right, let's find out. Let's find out.
Like, is this
no,
gonna be like,
it's same issue. Let me try. Hold on. Let me try just in-memory provider here again. I want to see what this does. No, so we're still getting the same issue. What has happened here? What has shifted? So it's not related to anything in here. It's got to be related to in here. Use OpenFeature client. Is it this?
I don't know. That's the React stuff. Why would that be?
Yeah, you're right. Like that's what it's saying in the React stuff for React. OpenFeature provider. Use Boolean flag value. Use OpenFeature client. Should we not be grabbing our client from? Are we grabbing our client from the wrong place? Should we not be grabbing? Oh no, because I guess we were no, never mind.
Once you put in the provider, anything that uses it through the hook should be updated.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
I think.
Use OpenFeature client.
So before that line was just OpenFeature.get client, and I switched it to just using the hook. Use OpenFeature client.
You want to switch it back?
Okay, yeah.
Can we see what happens there? Because maybe that hook is what's causing the problem.
It was open
feature get client, right?
Get client.
Yeah. No, same issue. So that's what's causing it, though.
Sorry, we don't know if this is causing it.
Well, that's like take that away, and I feel like that async issue disappears.
Okay, what if we just do?
Oh, do the other way around.
Right. 1 second. Instead of doing OpenFeature client.getStringValue, what if we just do? Oh,
OpenFeature. You want to just console log the OpenFeature or something?
I want to just make sure we use the flag still, like that.
No, still getting the async hook thing.
But this is what we had before, like the use flag, and then on the other side we only have the
comment out use flag, comment out that like all of 30, and then let's pull back the stuff that we had before up here. And I want to see. No, what? I wonder where this bug is coming from.
Yeah,
this is what if I comment out this?
We shouldn't have done.
Okay, so what if I console log?
Actually, I'm going to comment out like the imports for both DevCycle provider and multi-provider.
Okay, in app.js.
Yeah, in app.js.
Okay, and you want to put that stuff back now?
We can put we can't put that back. We have to put the use flag back.
Yeah, but then we also need to put back. Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, that's doing it. Something's happening.
So this is working because this is using the in-memory provider.
Yeah. Okay. So in-memory provider is working.
Yes. Now, like I'm going to just do the DevCycle provider and see if it fails. Okay, that didn't fail. Nothing happened. And now I'm going to do multi-provider. Like I'm going to remove DevCycle provider.
Okay, that did it. The multi-provider stuff is what it is. So multi-provider stuff does not play nice with React. That's, I think, what we're discovering here.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. That answers our question. So if you are trying to do this for React, I think you're going to run into some struggles. I mean, maybe the server, maybe it's because we're doing...
Let's see what multi-provider Is it just us not reading the
Yes, probably.
documentation, right?
Probably. OpenFeature. No, I mean, it literally says that it's only meant to be being used for multi-provider allows you to multiple underlying processes as sources of flag data for the OpenFeature server SDK. Server SDK. When a flag is being evaluated, different flags, multi-provider server SDK. So you do need the server SDK for this one as well.
Or we need to use the web SDK. But if we use the web SDK, then we can't be running it with React.
So, I mean, this is good to know.
Yeah.
So can we do it with the can we add the server SDK?
No, we can't add
into
server
this?
SDK.
No, not with
this. But there is a way of doing it. All right.
I feel like this is not. I feel like maybe this is a stretch for our stream today, because we're almost 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
What are you feeling? I feel like this is going to be.
I was just going to do a just write a Express app, like just create Express app, which would use multi-provider, and then it would be like that would be our API, and then from the front end we just say get the flag, and then it will just get the flag.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. We're here. We might as well do it. All right. So you want to just generate an Express app? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Create Express app. Express application generator. NPX Express generator. All right. Let's go dcdt cd ls. Oh, whoops. cd ls. Good. NPX Express generator. Install the following packages. Yes. Destiny is not empty.
No, you want to do press enter? No.
Yeah. Aborting, good. And then I want to go into /express.
Did you create it or no?
No, I guess I need to do that too.
If you did, then you can just name it, right?
Yeah,
or just express generate not take the name.
Oh yeah, that's true. Express generator flag. cd flag npm install. Okay, I need to share this one with you too, right?
Yes, we will need to share one with
you. Hold on, dcdt.
Did you?
And then I need to go. Yeah, z dot. Okay, and let's share this. Share. Should be shared with you now.
Yeah, I see it.
Good.
All right. So if we were to use, so now we can do a lot of things. Does this already have env? No, it does not have that.
You want to just install .env?
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Okay. Terminal.
You can install .env, and I will in the route add in the app add the multi-provider stuff.
Okay, and I'm gonna go npm install at OpenFeature server SDK and npm OpenFeature multi-provider provider. Okay, so both those are in there too.
Okay,
so if you're just catching up, by the way, so we tried to do a thing, the thing didn't work, so now we're doing another thing to make the first thing work the way that we want it to work. But basically, this is going to mean we're running an Express app to make our React app use the multi-provider. So this is the world in which we are living today. Okay.
It's OpenFeature /multi-provider, right? Yeah. I hope this doesn't break stuff. But let's see. Var in 3
Are you writing this? Oh, you're writing this in the React app. I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Are we using the web provider or the in-memory provider?
In-memory provider.
That's what we're using, right? Okay.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know. We got a lot of things in here. This may have been an overstretch. It is this easy though. Like honestly, if you're watching, like it is this easy to use the multi-provider. The way that we had it set up in I think quote.js. No, wherever we had it set up. Yeah, right here. So basically, you just define your two providers, and then you set the provider, and then you use it. So it is that easy. It's just like everything doesn't play nicely together when you're dealing with React.
Yeah, it's not made for it right now.
Not made for it. Yeah. So right now, server SDK works, web SDK works, React not so much. But I think it's coming. Like this literally just rolled out.
Yeah. Flag config.js. Just going to copy over the flag config stuff. For flag config config and
like where are you doing all of this stuff right now?
oh, I'm in index.js.
Oh, in index.js over in the Express app though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Sorry, yeah, I should have mentioned that.
No. You're all good. Wait, what? No, you're not. Oh,
What?
yes, you are. Index.js routes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I see where you are.
And then we need the. I'm just copying over the code.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this works.
You're creating an API for us to call.
Yeah.
Great. We're calling APIs within APIs. I love it. I
have a feeling this is not going to work.
Whatever. You know what though? Oh, is the web provider going to work in the Express?
Yeah. So that's why I was hesitant.
I see. So we can use the Node.js OpenFeature. Okay, let me grab that. DevCycle, Node.js, OpenFeature provider, Node.js. Okay, let me grab this stuff. Okay, and then we're gonna grab import initialize DevCycle OpenFeature web SDK. Okay. So it shifts oh, wait, what?
Sorry, I was not looking at.
No, you're all good. I've just messed things up because we don't actually call DevCycle provider. We call, I'm doing the wrong thing again. Hold on. OpenFeature. Yeah, we initialize and set the provider that way. So
we can use any provider here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We can use any provider here?
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What if we use now in here, we have in-memory provider? Why don't we just use the env provider? I don't know if that will work. I have no idea if that will work.
Whatever. You know what? Why not? We're getting farewell, DevCycle. Get out of here. We don't need you anymore. We hate you, DevCycle. I need to now install the env. Oh my god. This is just like a chaotic mess, and I love it. not a mess. Mess is the wrong word. Env Node.js OpenFeature Node.js.
I love it.
env. Where are you hiding? Ecosystem, environment variable, Node.js. Here we are. Install mvar provider. We have so many things installed in this. So many providers are installed right now. But you know what? It's going to work. That's the real goal.
Exactly.
That is the goal. All right. Okay, it's installed. We have the server SDK, so we should be able to just do this now. Hold on. Should be able to just have the get rid of the dev cycle. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's it. All right. And it's all
right,
the
so
dev.
we have two providers here now.
Okay, but now I need to start this one, right? npm start.
Yeah.
Oh, that didn't like that. What did that not like? Unexpected export token somewhere. Oh, export const flag config. It doesn't like that.
Okay. That's all right. We could figure something out there. Export.
I mean, this is good.
It's module.export. That's why. And you just do flag config, and then is it happy now?
Let's see. Is it happy now? It's not unhappy. Hold on. No, it's not happy. Cannot find OpenFeature in-memory provider. Did I not install in-memory provider? I installed all of the other. No. Oh, it's because it's not found in-memory provider. Is it? It's, hold on. In-memory provider is not from within in-memory provider. It's from.
Oh, I called the wrong thing.
Yeah, I think it's just from the server SDK.
Like that?
I think so. Nope. Maybe I was wrong.
Nope.
New. Hold on. Where was it calling it from? In-memory provider. In-memory provider. Node.js. Node.js. Server SDK. Where is it finding that from? Set provider and wait. Your provider of choice. In memory. In memory. Oh, in memory. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's there.
In
memory
provider.
Oh, it's just.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see what's on the screen now? So it's like import from OpenFeature server SDK.
I can't. But we can't.
Oh, there's like
in here.
Oh, seriously?
Because we're in the great land of
Express.
Yeah. But why would this not work? Why would? Oh, maybe I just need to do that around it.
Try it. Let's see if that works. Nope, still the same error. In-memory provider is not a constructor.
Okay, so in-memory provider does exist though.
Maybe it's this. It might just be this new thing. Remove new? Oh, it's because new multi-provider. Yeah, I think that might be it. Hold on. Nope. Definitely didn't do it.
This should not work.
Can't be invoked without new.
It's okay, now it's calling it, now it thinks that it is a provider. Okay, what about this? Let's see if that works.
Oh, yes. Yes. Where's this running?
3000.
Is it?
Yeah, it always runs on 3000. We could change it.
No, that's fine. Oh, but I still have my React app running.
I changed it to 2001, so see if that works. Like rerun it.
No.
3001, sorry.
Oh, 3001.
Yeah.
Nope.
It didn't start.
I mean, it says it started, but I don't know what's actually happening in here. Oh, hold on. Multi-provider is not a constructor?
Oh,
What?
because same thing. Same thing. We need to do, where's the multi-provider?
If you've not caught on, basically we're mixing and matching server side and client side as many places as we can, just to make everybody's lives easier.
Right,
What did you change?
I just put the braces around multi-provider.
Okay. Let's see.
Let's make sure it's running before we go
Nope.
to
Not running.
things.
Why is it not running though? So when I go to localhost 3000, it's not doing it. Oh, but if I run npm start, am I running the right thing? npm start node bin www.
That's right.
npm start. And where did you change the to 3001?
In www.
Where's bin www? App
So
3001.
it should say that running on or listening, and then
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't say that.
Yeah.
It's literally just saying it's running that, but then it's not actually showing anything. Oh, there we go. Now we're actually getting an error.
okay.
OpenFeature is not defined.
Because
Oh, I guess we. Oh, yeah. I guess it's not. It's not defined. Yeah, it needs to come from the server SDK. So just OpenFeature.
Oh, yeah, you got it. You got it.
All right. Take 17. Hey, Object Promise. Welcome to Object
Okay,
Promise.
Perfect. I'll just JSON, or instead of render, I'll just do res.json.
Oh, I guess I need to restart. Hey.
1 second. Yeah, it should work now.
Nice. We got something. We got title. Is that what we want?
No, that's just what I'm calling it. But oh, why is this empty? Get string value. OpenFeature client.getString value is giving us an empty thing. Do we need to await this?
Let's find out. Watch. Is this going to throw the same error again? Hold on. Yeah, there we go. We got it. Oh my God. So now, all right. So now we just need to call this.
We need to do the envar provider first. Let's figure out how to set up an envar provider.
Literally all we need to do is go .env.
.env.
And then we're going to call this query framework equals, and then do we want it to be on or something, or off instead of Tanstack? I think we want it to be on.
The way we're doing we're getting the string value and we're calling it whatever. So they shouldn't be on. It should be SWR or.
Okay.
So this can be Tanstack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then the other one's SWR. So one's serving Tanstack, one is serving SWR.
Okay. Now let me go here, and instead of doing this, we're actually just going to fetch const query framework equals fetch, but localhost 3001, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then res.json. Okay. So this should be query framework like that.
Okay, so let me look at this other one. So what we've done now is in our quote here, instead of doing all of this stuff, which has now been moved over to our Express server, and all of this stuff is out too. None of our dev cycle stuff or actual like feature flagging stuff.
This is us bucketing off of.
This is us like creating a separate app. I love that it was like, we don't need flag D. It's a totally separate thing. And then we literally basically created our own flag D. Fair enough. That is what it is. Okay, so that should be querying that. Okay, do you want me to start this one again?
Which one?
Do you want me to restart the React again?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll restart the React. Okay, let's go. We're getting an error. Cannot read properties of undefined reading content.
Nice. Makes sense.
Yeah, because we got rid of
Wait.
localhost.
Why
So
is
this is
it?
the error that we're getting. It's because it doesn't actually feed content back anymore, right?
No, that should still work as is. Like, that should not be the problem. I just want to know why this is the problem. Oh, because we don't have a default value. So, what is the console log showing you? Can you go to the...
Yeah. Going back. Inspect. Console. Oh, just failed to fetch in promise.
No, if you go up, that
Undefined.
is undefined because it cannot find... Localhost does not support it. It's because I think I need to add the HTTP. Okay, failed 200. What? Get localhost 2001 failed.
I can do 127. Like I can go direct to the source.
Yeah. 127.0.0.1. I don't know if this changes things.
Does not appear to.
Cannot find reading content. But why is this undefined is my question. Can you open up your network tab and then refresh? Instead of JS, like you know how JS is thing, can you just do fetch? Or yeah. Oh, of course.
Oh, because we're doing everything on local and we're trying to do an API call. Yes, that makes sense. Because Cores is our friend, everybody. Cores is our friend.
You want to install Cores?
In which one? In our React app?
In the sorry, I'm blanking out. In the Express app?
In the Express app? What am I installing?
Cores.
Just literally npm install Cores?
npm install Cores, yeah. And then we will do require Cores and then app.use Cores.
Man, this is definitely not the Andrew and Parth show today. This is 100% the Parth show. All right, let me reset this bad boy. npm start. Let's see if this is working. Okay, no Cores errors anymore. That's good, but still not able to read the properties of undefined. It's saying pending.
It's still pending. Why? That's interesting. Should we just do localhost back to localhost on there?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, localhost.
Oh, not here.
No, I know in the actual application. All right, let's go here.
I did it in the actual application, but this is an Express problem now.
Well, at least we replaced one problem with another. It's always the goal.
Yeah.
But now this isn't running, actually. Flag is not running. OpenFeature is defined but never used. Why are you not running? Webpack compiled with 1. What? Oh, fine.
Was it because I didn't do it right? You can also enable prefab class. I don't do everything. Oh, wait. Where is this? Sorry, I have too many windows open. Yeah, it will work now. I didn't have the braces.
Okay, localhost 3001.
Mhm.
Great, pretty print. Good, we're getting the response there. Localhost, it is returning a response now.
Okay.
So we're most of the way there.
Okay.
But
So
there we go.
did we get the code?
We're getting some sort of a React error, but I'm not sure why. Let me go back to console.
Let's see the reactor. Oh, I know another problem. Because we're not actually using a query to do this, so we don't actually know when this is done. So we just do. We're going to take this a little bit. I'm gonna go to Tanstack, and then we're going to do this. Call it use flag, and this one gets it from HTTP localhost 3001, and this is the flag. Now we go here and we just do all of this. Data flag data flag is loading and flag error. So we just do use flag. No.
Back over and quote. Use flag. Yes.
Use flag, but from a different place. Use flag from Tanstack. Look at this. We have our own flag.
This is query framework is not defined.
Yeah, that's fair. This would be
use
flag
flag
dot query framework.
Okay, and then we'll go the same thing there. Flag. Oh, you were doing it already.
Yeah, I just had it copied, so I was just going to add it. And but now we just need to make sure that while it's loading, if flag is loading, then you say loading flag.
All right. So we're still getting query framework is not defined down here. So we're going to go flag data dot query framework. Oh, flag data. Oh, data dot query framework. All right. No errors. Flag is errors assigned value but not used.
That's all right.
All right. SWR.
Perfect.
SWR, okay, good. So what's interesting here is we're using the strategy of first provider. So if we go over to our, not here, because this is reading from our multi-provider over here. So right now, our strategy in index.js is using the default strategy of the multi-provider, which is the first place that it identifies it. And right now, we're serving our, we're serving Tanstack. No, we're serving SWR from the, SWR is coming through from our in-memory. In-memory, yeah. And then Tanstack is coming from our environment. Mm-hmm. So that means that in here, it should actually be reading out Tanstack. Am I correct with that?
No. The first one is the envar.
Envar, and our env was Tanstack. So it should actually be feeding Tanstack, and currently we're reading SWR, right?
We are getting SWR.
Let me see if I switch these in the provider, if it switches, because maybe it's using a different strategy. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me go back over here. Env index. Let's switch these. Env var provider. Okay. And let's see. Oh yeah, let's restart. So this is only reading from SWR.
Maybe Tanstack, maybe there's more to using the in-memory provider. that we're not really doing.
Potentially.
So if I'm going to double check the env provider.
I'm going to remove the user information in here and just change the default, because I feel like it maybe is not actually doing the evaluation. So I'm going to go in here, change the default to on. I'm going to remove all of this context information.
Yeah, that's good.
And save, and then restart this. And now, I actually want to go back over here. Yeah, in memory should come first. So it should be serving Tanstack from both now. Is that right? Tanstack from both. Yes, it should be serving Tanstack from both now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it is. Good. Okay. So this is exactly what we want it to do. And you're seeing that loading in there. So this is exactly what we want it to do. So now if I actually go over and switch here in my index.js and switch these around and go back, and I think I might need to restart this and go back here, it should now be reading from SWR. It's not reading from SWR. It's still reading from Tanstack. Oh, it's because they're both set to Tanstack. That's right. So now if I change this one to SWR, shouldn't actually need to restart, I don't think. Let's try to restart. Maybe I do.
Yeah, because environment variables need to restart the app.
Yeah, so this should be restarting from the right place. No, still reading from Tanstack for some reason.
Why don't we just do
oh, hold on. I might actually need to restart the React app. Hold on. Let me try restarting the React app. I shouldn't need to, but I'm gonna, I don't know. I don't know why I would need to, but I'm going to do it anyways.
I have a question. What if we, so let's imagine if, let's imagine a setup where you have both of these in, but you used to use the provider that is in. So can you go to the Express app for a second?
Yeah, I'm in.
And then in the flag config, let's imagine that query framework is like, this is like actually disabled. What if it's just disabled? So this flag doesn't exist essentially, right? And then what you would do is like you were using the in-memory provider before, or sorry, you were using the env provider.
Yeah, so it should go through to the in-memory provider. You want to switch it?
Yeah, you can switch it. So this essentially means that it's only at one place, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so for that, this is a good example of like migrating over from one place to another.
Nah, it's hitting an error.
What is the error?
It's just like it's.
No, but what is the error on? Can you check the flag to see if there is an error there?
Oh, in the actual flag file.
There is an error.
Name, constructor, provider, metadata, name.
Oh, the E is supposed to be lowercase in the env provider.
In here?
Because no, not there. In the providers, in the multi.
Oh, in the provider. Yeah, you're right. All right, let's try this again.
That'll work. The default is the first match strategy. So the problem was that the default is first match, and it will just whatever the first value coming back is.
So we had some error with our in-memory provider, is what you're saying?
No, it just means that whichever one we were receiving values from, that was the first one that was coming back with values, right?
Yep.
What we could do is it will run the first successful result. If not, we should be probably using the actually I don't know which one we should be using. if we're migrating from one to another.
So we're building one right now. The dev cycle strategy is currently in production, so we're not quite there, not quite there yet. But they do give some use cases here, and like there's a new old provider on mismatch. Yeah, so there's like some comparison strategy stuff of things to do.
Yeah.
But I think like that demonstrates how it's working. So that's doing a fallback. It's going to the first. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying the first match. So not the first match in the order, just the first match in which evaluation comes back first.
I believe so. This will evaluate. Oh wait, no. This will evaluate providers in order. Moving on to the next provider only if the current provider returns a flag not found result. So in our in memory, if we do disable, then it's a flag not found, right?
Yeah, exactly. So if I do disabled false, and then I say return Tanstack, it should return Tanstack now.
It should return Tanstack, yeah.
So let's reset this and see if this is actually working now. Okay, good. Yep. Awesome.
Perfect. So now we know that this is. Oh, also, one thing I want you to see. It's refetching every 3 seconds because the settings are now actually being forced working.
Oh, from the stuff that we set up in SWR. So if we go back over here, what we set up earlier.
Yeah.
So in our SWR stuff, quote, where was it?
Find it. SWR config. So
was it? Oh yeah, that's right. It was just down here. Yeah. So right here.
So we're doing refresh interval at 3 seconds. But if what if we remove the refresh interval and then see if it's stale for 5 seconds or not? Like if it actually caches it for 5 seconds or not?
Okay, let's see.
That would be a kind of good ending to this all, where we hit everything we wanted to hit almost.
Okay, so Tanstack, you need chaos in your soul to give birth. Oh, this is going from Tanstack. We need to go from SWR.
Oh, no, it's okay. We can still, we need to make it go to SWR to see the actual values.
Yeah, right. That's fine. So let me go change this. Flag. Let's set this to default value off and restart. And refresh SWR. Okay, simplest things in life are often the truest, so no. So it's not doing it, but I feel like that stretch may be a stretch too far.
That's true.
The only reason I say that it's a stretch too far is because in 10 minutes, 9 minutes now, I actually have another stream that's starting. No, don't say no. No.
I held you off from...
No, I am like, I left an hour in the middle because I know we always go like 3 hours. I just need to plan our streams for 3 hours. That's really the moral of this story. But we got like 99% of the way there. So like and I use the term we very, very broadly because this was definitely a Parth saves the day today, and such an engineer's solution to this too, of like, we can't get it to work the regular way. So I'm gonna spin up a new service to make the thing do what I said it was gonna do at the start of the stream. This is why I do it with an engineer. This is why I'm glad that I have this, like, at least one stream that happens around here where somebody knows what the hell they're doing on it.
What I would suggest is, if you want to put the Express app in like labs or something, and then we can kind of put that as a link to the video.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, so I'll publish this. So after this stream, I'm going to publish the Express app that shows you how the multi-provider works. It'll be linked in the description over on YouTube and everywhere else. There's a description there. Yeah, I mean, this has been a very successful DevTools and DevCools, because I would say multi-provider works, but be aware of the frameworks that you're using. I personally like SWR better than Tanstack. I think there's just so many extra steps that are required to get Tanstack where it needs to be, but that's maybe just a personal preference.
Let's circle back a little bit on that. See if it's actually like that or not. If we go back to code, right? If you look at the app.js,
Yeah, I'm in there.
We have the query client, right? We need to provide a query client, and that's all we had to do here, correct? For the
Yeah, and then wrap with the query client provider.
yeah,
But then
so we did that, and then if we go to quote, sorry, not quote, but if we go to the
SWR.
Tanstack,
Yeah, here's Tanstack. I'm in there now.
yeah, we're just. It feels like so. I have both of them side by side, and it looks like in 20 lines we were able to write 2 different queries, or like around like. I feel like it's less lines of code, maybe.
It's literally the exact same. Like, you're not wrong. It's basically the exact same.
It's like, I think the setup is very similar. It's just that I think it's a little overwhelming when you're going at something like Tanstack, just because SWR, like the startup speed is just that much quicker, right? Like
maybe that's what it is. I feel like it's batteries included. SWR feels batteries included, whereas Tanstack feels a lot more sort of figure out your own solution. Here's the framework.
Yeah, there are so many ways of doing it. Like, figure out what works for you.
Yeah,
so
SWR is more opinionated.
Yeah, SWR just like, I feel, yeah, you're right. It's just like, just use it, and then it'll work.
Yeah, because it's giving you everything. It's not requiring you to go and install extra things or to understand. Like, it's maybe it's again just the example. Also, I think the other piece is the example that was given in SWR was about querying an API versus Tanstack, which is about querying some data within your application. You don't think so? It was. It wasn't doing an external API. You had to like dig for the one that was that.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's fair.
Not too much, but
yeah.
The
get to dos function. Oh, it never showed you the get to dos function. So that's the thing. If you look at the docs, the query function is called get to dos, which is imported by the /my API, which we never just opened or looked at.
Tanstack query latest.
Yeah.
Read the docs. Yeah, so it's like quick start. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yes, so it did.
Yeah, so mutation function is the one that kind of is the one that we need to, like, that would be the next step of like kind of using queries, is because like you would want to mutate. So that's when you're sending stuff, and then when it's successfully sent, you would invalidate the past query of the get to dos. So do a get again, and then you have the list again. I'm sure there is something like that for SWR as well, but
I have a suspicion you're right. Well, Parth, I would love to hang out for many more hours, but I am gonna do the same thing. Actually, I'm not gonna do the same thing. I am going to tell everybody who's watching, please don't go very far, because if you love this 3 hours, there's gonna be another 3 hours, at least another 2 hours, that's gonna start soon-ish. Here, we're switching gears from React to PHP, or from React to Leaf. So from JavaScript to PHP, we're switching from just DevCycle and OpenFeature focus. We're going to be looking at one signal in DevCycle. So if you have enjoyed this, come and check that out. Parth, final take on all of our technologies for today. So Tanstack versus SWR. What do you think?
I don't have I think they're both like similar. I don't really have any like one way or another, but as you said, batteries included, SWR felt like it was everything for you.
And multi-provider thoughts?
Multi-provider is cool. This is my first time actually like setting it up, but like setting it up was simple. It's like we just had to read. We just didn't read.
Well, it's not that we didn't read it. It's also we were trying to add it in somewhere. Well, yes, we didn't read, but we also were trying to add it in somewhere that we shouldn't have been trying to add it into.
Yeah. So I think once it gets added to the client, it'll be a lot easier and like nicer to use. I think that's coming out soon.
I think so too. I think we're actively working on it right now. So stay tuned, maybe in a future stream, but stay tuned. All of the stuff from this stream is going to be in is going to be in the repository afterwards. So I'll share both repos. Actually, I'll share both the React app as well as the Express app. So stay tuned for that. So we didn't get into too much dev news today, but the news was the OpenFeature provider release, the multi-provider release. So don't worry. If you love this stream, we'll be back again next month with another one of these. So please subscribe to us on Twitch, subscribe to us on YouTube. And if you want to get in touch, both Parth and I are over on the DevCycle Discord. You can join us at the information on the link below. So Parth, final words for today.
See you next month.
See you next month, everybody. Have a great 5 minutes before I start streaming again. But Parth, thanks as always for an awesome stream, and we'll see you and everybody else around the DevCycle community. Bye-bye, everybody.
Don't go in there. They're having the let's try to figure out what customers want meeting again. It's gotten a little weird.
Signups are strong, but adoption of key features remains stagnant. What do you do?
We gotta merge that PR. Yeah, we have to. That's our only choice. Okay. We cast merge on the PR for the new dashboard. Oh no.
Your actions have caused the company to go viral for the wrong reason.
God.
Oh no, what do we do?
Roll for initiative.
No, I can't do that.
New features shouldn't be left to a roll of the dice. Use DevCycle to ship with low risk and instant rollbacks. Unrolls, re-rolls.
How do we make this into a dice pun?